Hey everybody, it's Joey Ciccone. We are back live here in Las Vegas in the studio. My guest, Frank Ganji, ex-mobster, not in the business anymore. A lot of stories telling us. We're hitting him with the questions, hitting him with the stuff, and he's telling us about it. And we want to keep moving there. Before we do that, just want to give out another shout again to the gentleman that's running my show today and sponsoring it. That would be Dr. Pierre Fay, chiropractor in Westlake Village, Thousand Oaks. Doing a wonderful job. Dr. P, we love you. www.faychiropractic.com. Check him out, man. Get the adjustment. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to love it. Back with Frankie. Frankie, we want to talk on a few things over here. So, Tommy was burying the bodies where?
In Staten Island. In a bird sanctuary in Staten Island. It was all marshland. He buried them there because houses nothing could be built there because the ground was all marsh,
right.
All watery and everything.
Okay, so a lot of he'd go out there and a lot of people were dropped in there. Most of them were cut up. Am I right?
Well, when I cooperated with the law, I told them who I knew that was buried there. They found an extra body, but the Environmental Protection Agency made them stop digging for some reason or another. And I got a feeling if they would have kept digging, they would have found plenty more bodies.
Yeah. How many you think? Book says one thing. Just on your opinion, we're talking here.
I know of about 15 in the short period of time that I knew him.
Well, they said 60. They said 60 bodies.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I won't elaborate on something I won't know. I won't try to sound.
And I respect that, man. I respect that. Sometimes what you read and someone pushing a book, sometime, especially in Hollywood,
I'm not saying it's not possible. I mean, it could be very possible, but I doubt it. 60 people is a lot of people.
Right, but you know what intrigues me, man, and I gotta ask you from not just reading the book, but being around a lot of different guys, me growing up, but the way this guy has explained, man, I mean, was he creepy to be around? I mean, was it like, or were you just like just another guy from the neighborhood, man? Because he did some incredible things, man, and never thought twice about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anything done, and you never know. If you met him, if you met Tommy, you would never know he was that type of person.
Right.
He didn't give off that type of personality.
He didn't give off that type of vibe, and then what happened is when you're private, it's a whole different type of vibe. In the book, it talks about a guy named Joey Belzano.
He was a very good friend of mine. I really, really liked him.
The kid was like a young kid. It says he was like a John Travolta, good-looking kid and everything. The ladies liked him and everything. But what was the deal? He was involved in things?
Yeah, he was involved with us. As a matter of fact, Tommy, when I killed the Polish guy up in Moose's house, Tommy had stabbed this guy, and he was fighting with Tommy too, and one knife closed on Tommy's hand. So Tommy had to go back to New York to get his hand stitched up. So he had Joey drive him back, and then he dropped me and Musa off to bury the body.
Yeah,
Joey went around saying how he did this, he was involved, and they started opening his fucking mouth up.
No, he wasn't involved. Not that I was there, but he wasn't involved because he wasn't even there, number one. And then he was opening his mouth, and then so he went bye-bye. So you were in the car when he went bye-bye that day.
Yeah, well, Tommy told me, he says, listen, he told me how it was going to go down, this, that, and everything, and he told me, after he shoots him, he wanted me to stick him in the chest with a nightstick.
With the nightstick or with the pick?
Ice pick.
Yeah, the ice pick, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was the ice pick. On, man, I'll tell you. Unbelievable.
I don't know the reason behind that either. Like I said, he had his own, I didn't ask no questions, like, why'd you want me to stick with an ice pick? That's not a question I should be asking.
Frank, but let me ask you something. We talked about it on the break, okay? Weren't you a little oblivious during all these times? And with all due respect.
Absolutely. I mean, after all this shit started happening, I started drinking every day. I had a ton of cocaine, I was doing cocaine every day, I had to get all this shit out of my memory, I mean, it really started to get to me.
Well, you numb yourself. I think you numb yourself.
I mean, well, Joey, like I said, we killed the guy Arthur, right? He was our friend. We killed him for a reason,
Yeah, I understand.
But these people were getting killed for no reason.
Some of them were just, if it pissed them off, like the smallest thing. I think they were just taking a ride. They were going bye bye.
I think he was trying to oppress people. Like I said, he let a dozen people know where he was burying bodies.
Everybody knew where he was. Everyone at Just Us and everyone else. Everyone knew where he was putting the bodies and everything. The word gets around, right? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let me ask you something. All right? Do you miss the life?
Well, yeah, some of it. Some of it I do.
Right,
I had some good times. I'm not going to lie. I wish I would have got hooked up with somebody other than Tommy Batera. I mean, I wish I would have killed him instead of cooperating with the law.
Yeah, Gabish, and I'm sure there were opportunities, but he was a little intimidating.
No, there wasn't opportunities because he wound up dividing me and Billy, and the only person I would do something like that with, like kill a May guy, is with Billy. Because that's the only person I could trust. But he divided and conquered me and Billy.
I understand that, man. I understand. So, with the life, as we know, I've been around it, and with the life comes good and bad. And then you got pulled over on that DUI, and I think at that time, possibly, tell me if I'm right or wrong, did you feel like, you know what, maybe it's time for me to do what I got to do?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was high that night. I was drunk. I was on cocaine. Had I not been, I probably would have never opened my mouth. But I was feeling bad, depressed, and me and Tommy were on the outs a little bit, and he kind of shut me down from making any money. And at that time, I had just met this girl, and who I was in love with, who I wound up having a child with. I just wanted to change, man. I wanted to get out. I just didn't want to be involved no more.
I understand, brother.
Not after everything I witnessed with this maniac.
Madon, you witnessed a lot of things. You were there for a lot of things. Where does Frank Ganji go from here?
He's been living a pretty tough life right now. I'm not happy, I left the witness protection program and everything, so it's kind of hard for me to get work and, my criminal background, I mean, I didn't have many skills, growing up in Brooklyn, and, like I said, I spent 27 years of my life in prison,
Yeah, 27. It was 27.
But I'm doing the best I can, I'm surviving, I just thank God every day I'm free,
You got your health, right? You got your health at least?
Well, there's a few things wrong with me, but I'm fine. I'm just grateful I lived this long.
All right, I want to yell out to Charlie over here. Charlie's telling us, Joey, awesome show this week, one of the best. Charlie, thanks, and thanks for putting your name up there. I love when people come with the no name, but they have a comment to say, because I'll call people out on it. I really don't care. All right, we got some great shows coming up here. I'm gonna have a gentleman that Frank knows, but Dominic's gonna come and join me. Montiglio, what is it? Montiglio, yeah, Montiglio, Dominic.
Yeah.
So Dominic, we want to give you.
I don't know him personally, but I speak to him on Facebook and everything like that.
Gabish, we want to give a shout out to him, Dominic. We hope you're watching today. I want to mention someone that was able to put me in connection with yourself. And a few other people, and it's a very stand-up guy, and I hope that you would listen to his show out of New York City called Mob Radio. And guy's name is Jeff Carnisi, and he's been a really stand-up guy to me. And let's be honest, Frank. When me and you had talked and everything, I know you had to do a little background check on me, right?
Yeah. Well, not really. I mean, Jeff gets a good word about you. And he says, me and Jeff are trying to write a book together. So, we're going to see what goes on with that.
Well, brother, I hope that works out well, because everyone's story is different. But I want to tell you, we got about a minute and a half left on the show. And we'd love to have you back on the Joey Ciccone show, live from Las Vegas, connected. I would love if you could ever make a trip to Vegas and come in person. If not, you have an open invitation, my friend. Anytime you want to come and talk about, the way it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
you've been a stand-up guy. I know I hit you with a lot of questions. I did want to do the bullets. Let me see if I could throw some bullets at your real fist. Let me grab my notes real fast. We got a minute left here. I know you don't miss partying. You miss your friends? I'm sure you miss your friends, right?
A lot of them are dead.
All right. If you talk to Patera today, what would you say?
You fucking coward.
Okay. Enough. That's enough right there. What is Anthony Spiro's social club called? What was it called?
Oh, I forgot.
It's called
I forgot what it was.
It's called West End. I just wanted to show you that. Minka, Joey read the book. What are walk and talks?
Excuse me?
What are walk and talks in the mob culture?
That's when you go outside and you put your hand over your mouth and if you got to say something to your friend, this way the feds ain't aiming that gun at you and reading your lips.
Right. What was the Mother Cabrini Educational Center?
That was Francolino's social club.
Beautiful. You're very good. Patera and Lino, it looked like they were a tough duo. I'm at a
They
question.
used to tell me that was Tommy's captain. They used to tell me, Francolino used to come to me. He says, "Keep down on Bath Avenue, Frank." They didn't even want him around.
Gavish, I know. Listen, we're at a time. You're watching the Joey Ciccone Show, Connected. Frank Ganji, all right? Let's give it up for him. I got a lot of beautiful chats in here. Frank, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for being on the show. Ciao, everybody.
Joey.